Hey, what is going on guys? It's Tharshey and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we have a 2 vs 2 siege in Total War Attila. Now what's so special about this battle is this is the first user submitted replay. What that means is these players played the match out and then sent in the replay to me in the replay submission channel on my Discord server. So this means I did not play in this match. I have no idea what's going to happen. I have no idea what tactics and strategies are going to be used, and I have no idea who's going to win. So this is a first for me, since I think basically every other match or replay I've covered on the channel has been one that I myself played in, and I obviously knew what was going to happen and what the result of that match was. But I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you do, please do drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and if you turn those post notifications. Anyways, let's get straight into it. Okay guys, so starting off with the defenders, we have Baron von Belgium commanding the Assassinate Empire. He's also the player who sent in the replay. Next up we have his partner, Drunk Billy, who is playing the Lockmids. So both of them are playing basically desert factions, and they have some very interesting army rosters, as you can see. I do not know the rules for the match, but I'm assuming it is 024/124, aka standard rules for a siege battle. But yeah, they were not included in the replay submission. Next up, let's go over to the attackers. So for the attackers, first up we have a King of Old, and he is commanding the Ostrogoths. Next up we have Danilo Pentic 7, and he is commanding the Caledonians. So yeah, those are the players, those are the armies. I hope you guys are ready, I hope you guys are going to enjoy, and let's get into the replay. Okay guys, so the match has started and we have a bunch of siege towers moving up to start off. Yeah, these are the Caledonian siege towers moving up, lots of Fianna, some Horse Whisperers pushing them up. Over on this side, I think we have the Ostrogoths. Yep, Ostrogoths are pushing up some towers of their own. Gothic Valentina defectors on there. As you can see, the defenders did use deployables. Not so, yeah, they did use deployables. I assume they were allowed full deployables, and as you can see, they chose stone beds. Don't really think stone beds are worth it outside of the wall, because as you can see, they do nothing, right? So what happens with deployables outside the wall is if you have stuff like spike traps or the stakes or anything like that, siege equipment will just destroy them and go straight through them. For stone beds, it doesn't destroy them, but it doesn't affect the units. So these units that are on siege tower that are running through, they are not affected by the stone beds being there. That's why I usually deploy my deployables inside the gate. So I guess it's helpful if, the opponents are sending up reinforcements and they do have to walk over the stone beds. But the defenders over here, so they've decided to defend the walls at least a little bit. They have some archers, Kurdish archers over here from the Lockmids, some Sana'i as well from the Lockmids. They have a unit of Sana'i down here protecting the egress point, the point that the attackers can exit the wall from. And then we also have some more Sana'i up over here. Noble El Rahim defending the tower. So they do have a decent amount of troops on the walls. They have some reinforcements at the back, but honestly, most of their defense is going to be on the walls. So I assume they're going to be willing to pull back and, pull units back if the wall defense is not going well for them. Then again, this is a 2v2, so it shouldn't be too bad. We have our first clashes of troops over here. Some Horse Whisperers against some Sana'i. This should be an easy fight for the Sana'i. So these Horse Whisperers do have gold chevrons, so that is 3 gold chevrons. Sana'i are being pulled back a little bit disorganized over there on the wall, but it's okay. Over here we have some more Horse Whisperers surrounded by the Noble El Rahim on both sides. Once again, more siege towers coming down over here. We have some Archer Fire coming in. Or is this not Archer Fire? Nope. These are throwables from Immortals, so the Immortals are throwing their throwables. And as you may have noticed, the Immortals are in square formation, right? And they're still using throwables. And for anyone familiar with Attila, you know that when in formation, units cannot use their throwables. Well, Immortals are one of the only units that are exempt from that. Basically, a unit in square formation, they can still use throwables. But there's not that many units that actually have square formation available to them, which is why it's mostly an Immortal thing. Yeah, we have Noble El Rahim fighting 3 units, okay. So this is probably not going to go very well for them. They've got units of Scathas Teachers. I think these are some more Scathas, or are these Horse Whisperers? Fianna, those are Fianna, and some more Fianna over there. Yeah, there we go. Ostrogoths are landing on the wall now. elite dynamite infantry going up against the Gothic defectors. Like, yeah, Gothic Palantina defectors over there. Got some more landing over here, charging down the stair. Oh, not charging down the stairs? Nope, okay. They're gonna charge into the side of the elite dynamites instead. Kushai Shotalai over here. They have the curved sword. I forget what it's called, guys. Someone let me know in the comment section. What is this curved sword that the Kushai Shotalai use called? But yeah. There is some cav, by the way, guys. So there's a unit of Wada Eye, heavy shot cav from the Lockmids. There's another unit of Camel Lancers from the Lockmids. I don't think... Oh wait, there we go. Actually, there's a unit over here of Persian Cataphracts from the Sassanid player. So there is a couple units of cavs stationed around. Right now, they're all just inside the city, but we'll see, you know, if they're used to charge out maybe when reinforcements come up to get onto the walls. The cav will go in there to clean up. Oh, there we go. Look at this. Nice angle here. Royal Persian archers. 2 units of them firing at the side at these units on the wall. Now, I usually don't like firing at units on the wall, but they have a really, really good angle. Look at this angle. This is an amazing angle. Come on. See another body? Yep, look at that. Yeah, so they have a really good angle. Because they're not firing from, like, down here on the street. Like, when you fire from down here on the street, most of your arrows either hit the wall or they fly over, with very few actually hitting the units. But because they have a much flatter trajectory, you know, much flatter angle that they're shooting from, they actually are able to fire quite effectively into the enemy units. There's another unit coming down over here, Gothic Palantina defectors, and I think any enemy units that come over here are just going to be slaughtered by these units of Royal Persian archers. There's another unit of the archers down there. I assume, okay, so I assume it is, looking at the army comp, I assume, yeah, it's basically 3 archers, I think, for defenders. I think they did that for balance, and attackers get 4 archers each, because I only see 3 units of Kurdish archers over here. I don't see a 4. Cav still in place, they haven't done anything. We do have some reinforcements coming up over here, so we have some Fianna coming up from the Caledonians, some more Scathas teachers. And now the Ostrogoths sending up anything? Yep, they're sending up some more Gothic Palantina defectors. But they do need to get some of their better units up, like their Thracian Oathsworn. And their archers, so very interestingly, both attackers have done nothing with their archers. All 4 units of elite Highland archers from the Caledonians are there. All 4 elite Germanic archers are still sitting over here. So this is very interesting, because if I was playing as the attacker, I would have my archers set up over here. You know, at least... maybe not all, but I would have at least 2 units, you know. I probably would have all 4 units. I'd move them up, have them covered, you know, but I would use them to fire over the walls, because I'd probably be able to get a pretty good angle slash, you know, I would be in range of these Royal Persians and these Kurdish archers, and by firing over, you know, I can start skirmishing them down, and if they don't fire back at me, well, then, you know, they're going to be losing the skirmish fight, and if they do fire back at me, that's fine, because, you know, then they're not shooting my men on the wall. Because right now, look at this, they have such good angles on, like, a lot of the troops that are landing on the wall nearby. If we look at the fight though, yeah, this unit is basically, they're wavering, they're gonna break soon. Gothic Palantina defect goes over there. Over on this side is going a bit better, and that's because, again, there's no archer fire coming in and absolutely obliterating them. So we have a unit of Sana Eye here holding this corner of the wall, going up against some Horse Whisperers. More Sana Eye over here, they're holding these Horse Whisperers back. More Sana Eye. Yeah, these Horse Whisperers are done for. They're not going to win against units of Sana Eye like that. The Noble Al Rahin here are doing... well, they're just sitting now. They've cleared up this wall here and all the troops that landed. Over on this side though, so where you had those 3 units charge in, they were able to clear up the unit on the wall. Now the unit down here of Desert Spears is trying to hold them back. But again, they could obviously just send their cav up here to clear this. Well, they do have archers very close, so they do have to pay attention to that. If these guys break through the spears and kill their archers, that's going to be a big loss for the defenders. Over here we have, what is this, more Fianna? Yeah, more Fianna coming up. We have a whole lot of Fianna over here. So basically this is the best area for the attackers. Wait, what happened? I didn't hear that. The advisor yelled something. But yeah, this is the best side for the attackers right now. And as you can see, they're sending up more units onto these walls. They're gonna just flood it with troops, push out this way, push out that way, push down over here. What the defenders need to do is they need to use these Kurdish archers, so this is not a good angle for them, right? What they need to do is they need to pull them back to like over here, and then start shooting onto the wall, or if they want to, they can just start firing into this blob. They will hit their desert spears a bit, there will be friendly fire, but those are just desert spears, and they're going to do a lot more damage to the enemy than they are to themselves. They are sending out more reinforcements up onto this wall as well. These look like Scattered Teachers from the animation. Yep, Scattered Teachers coming up onto the wall here. These Horse Whisperers have lost, but yeah, the Scattered Teachers are not going to be enough to cut through 2 units of Sanai, because remember, Scathars are like, Athar's Chosen. They need to use the charge bonus. So coming off a tower like this is not a good way to use them at all. That's actually a waste of the Scattered Teachers. They're still going to do decent because they have really high attack, but you really need them to have another unit fighting on the front line. For example, these, what are these, Fiona? Yeah, these Fiona, and then have the scatters running in, running out, running in, running out, and cycle charging over and over. On this side here, yeah, as you can see, this did not go the attacker's way. Oh god, the Ostrogod player King is sending up some Thracian Oathsworn. They have no shield, no missile block chance. All Baron von Belgium, that is the assassin player, needs to do. Get your archers over there. Well, actually, he can do the same thing he did when he was firing from here onto there. Get a unit of archers up here, and then as these Oathsworn come on the wall, just pepper them with archer fire and just cut them up. They're such good units, but they are very, very vulnerable to missiles, and that is how he's going to want to kill them, because that's going to be very easy for him. What he could also do is he could let them cap this tower, hold at the bottom here, and once the tower is capped, this will crumble, and they won't be able to come off the walls. Yeah, they won't be able to come off the walls here. The only point of exit will be down here by this stairway over there. So that is another option they do have. None of the cab has moved yet. All the cab is just chilling still, so no movement over there yet. What are these archers trying to shoot at? Oh yeah, okay, so they are trying to shoot over here. Not a bad idea. I mean, Scattered Teachers are a really good unit to kill with missiles. The only thing is a lot of ammo is being wasted just because of the angle, Like, I know people, especially in Rome 2, I know they shoot onto the walls a lot. And even in Attila, it's a good idea. It's well worth it, depending. But you also have to know that when you do this, you better be doing it at a unit that's worthwhile and in the best position for your archers, because otherwise, a lot of ammo, as you can see, is hitting the wall over here. The rest of it is going over, and that's because the angle they have, they have to hit the small group of units here. Anything above or below this segment here is just a wasted arrow, which doesn't happen when you're firing, like above and over. Because if you're firing above and over and it's just landing in this marsh pit over here, it's hitting something for the, for the most part. They have cleaned up the wall though. Not bad. Caledonians cleaned up this wall completely. There's some noble Alrahins still over here. I think they should have pushed it up maybe to try and slow them down. But yeah, they are sending up reinforcements there. The Immortals are coming up over here. The Desert Spears have died, but we do have some Kushai Chotalai. Again, with their curved weapon. What is this called? I'm not sure. Is it an Arik or something? I know I've had it mentioned to me before, but I just don't remember the name. But yeah, they're doing that. Oh, now this is a good play. Very good play by Baron von Belgium. He's got his Immortals here, and they are throwing into the side. Oh, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. This is a really, really good play from the defenders. Look at this. No? Oh, wait, are they out of ammo? Yeah, they're out of ammo, but they got 40 kills, and that's because while the Kushai Chotalai are holding them back, this side basically has no friendly troops, so they just pelted them with throwables from the spears. Oh, look at this. Mass archer volley coming down onto the Scattered Teachers. Again, this is a good way to kill them. Use your archers, kill the Scathars. They are shielded, but it's fine. It's still a good idea to shoot them, because if they get into melee and they were allowed to cycle charge back and forth, they can get hundreds of kills, no problem. Danny does seem to realize that he is trying to move them up, but yeah, he did lose a decent amount there. None of the cab has been activated, and I don't think the attackers have any... Yeah, they have one. So the Ostrogoth player has one Noble Germanic, plus his General. And I don't think the Caledonian player has any cav at all, because his gen is obviously a Celtic noble unit. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. Oh, there we go. So we have the attacking archers finally coming up. I think this is a bit late because I don't think they have that much infantry left. All the infantry is pretty much committed. They needed to use the archers early on to, you know, try and whittle down the defender numbers, take out their skirmishers before their skirmishers were allowed to get, you know, a whole lot of kills shooting at the infantry on the walls. Oh no. These poor Thracian Oldsworn are being absolutely shot to death. This is such a good unit as well. It pains me to see this because this is one of my favorite units. So to see them killed like this is, well, not good obviously. Oh. Rip. Yeah, this unit is down to, what, 8 men? And how many kills do they have? They have 78 kills only. Wow. If they hadn't been shot to death, they probably would have had a whole lot more. But yeah. Now the gatehouse is actually it was actually getting a little bit captured by the attackers. What are they shooting at actually? What is the elite Germanic archer shooting at? Are they shooting at anything? No, not yet. Royal Persian archers are targeting the Thracian Oldsworn. Oh yeah, this is good, see? Using their archers to fire over, they're gonna get a lot of kills on this unit. There we go. First volleys coming in. They are standing within one another, so they may get obstructed firing, as you see by the red bows. But yeah, let's have a look over on this side. What is this? Scathas? Yep, small Scathas teachers cutting through these desert spears. Over on this side, they are still contained by the Kushite Chotalai. A second fresh unit was actually sent up. The Immortals are kind of just standing back and watching the Kushite do all the work over there. This unit is still firing. Kurdish archers only have 55 kills. Again, it's because of the angle. They don't have the greatest angle on those troops on the wall. Over on this side, more units were sent up, so the Dynamite infantry came up here to clean up everything. They've taken control of this, and again, as I said, the attackers are basically out of infantry. If we have a look at the balance of power, it is definitely in favor of the defenders at the moment, which as an attacker you don't want to see. You know, you need to be far in favor of you. So the allied man count is 3,600 troops for the defenders, and the attackers are down to 2,700 troops only. Again, I'm not sure why it took them so long to use their archers, and as for the Caledonians, they still haven't touched their archers. Like, I don't know why. I'm not sure what was going through. Oh my god, look at this! Look at this! Sally out from the Persian cataphracts. The archers are completely unprotected, and this unit is going to do a whole lot of damage. Ooh, beautiful charge, cutting down these archers as they try to run away. This is disastrous for the attackers. This is absolutely disastrous for them. Beautiful charge by the cataphracts. Fire ammo coming in from the other archers, trying to kill this cav. Oh my god, okay, the poor cav is actually getting shot a lot. Oh my god, the cav! I mean, they still wiped out an entire unit of archers, and they're gonna wipe out a second unit most likely. Look at this. Plus, a lot of ammo is being wasted on them to try and kill them. Way more than would normally be needed. I think they broke. Yep, they broke. But they got... How many kills did they get? Persian cataphract. Oh wait, is this another? No, okay, no, that is friendly cav coming over. Yeah, 173 kills. So nearly 200 kills on the cav. They've wiped out one entire unit of archers. The second unit is half dead, which means they've lost 50% of their ammo. The other units have all used up some of their ammo as well. Elite Highland archers are finally moving up now. What I think they should have done is, that was a good move by the Sassanid player, by Baron von Belgium, but what he should have done is, he should have had his teammates move up both his units, because he has a unit of Camel Lancers, and he has a unit of Wada... Wait, are these Wada I? Yeah, they are Wada I. He should have sent all of that up. Had 3 units come out here, you know, you could have wiped out all these archers in one charge then, and then moved over and wiped out all this. Probably could have killed all 8 attacking archer units, no problem. Over here, we have some units breaking from the defenders. It's just Persian Brigade, okay. Yeah, Persian Brigade breaking, Thracian Oldsworn fighting these Immortals, but they are going to get killed, because no matter how good they are, when they get rear charged, even if it's only by Persian Brigade, It's going to force them to... Well, never mind. They're not getting readjusted anymore. Persian Brigade had to turn around to deal with the other unit of Old Sworn coming off the wall. As I was going to say, though, is, you know, because this is Attila and not Rome 2, regardless of how elite a unit is, if they get outflanked, you know, if they're attacked in the rear, if they get cycle charged, even if it's by a cheap unit, right, while they're fighting another unit, they are going to be taken out. They are going to go down. So, yeah, these Old Sworn would have died to that, but... Thankfully, they had another unit over there to stop that. The archers are still over here. I think... Are they trying to get a shot at? No, they're not. Okay, they're just gonna fight them off with infantry for now. I think they're using the archers on maybe the Old Sworn down there. Over on this wall, it has been cleaned up, though. Elite Highland archers, I think. Yeah, Elite Highland archers are trying to get some volleys in. Again, this is so late. I don't know why they waited so long. Like, they've got their archers here now, but... I mean... you're just using it on infantry, you know, that's already done their job. They've already cleaned up all your infantry. And even if you did kill most of them, what are you going to do? Because you don't really have anything to actually push in and, you know, conquer the rest of the city with. So, no idea why they waited so long to use their archers. If one of the attackers is watching this video, you know, let me know down below in the comment section why you all waited so long. Because I would have been using the archers a lot earlier. I would have used them to, you know, stop the enemy archers from skirmishing me on the walls, because they had some really good angles. You know, they were shooting your really good... Look at this, even now, Thracian Old Sworn are just being shot to death. And this is some of the last remaining infantry the attackers even have. Over here, Elite Dynamite infantry are on the walls. They have a beautiful angle for their throwables. Into the boss, yeah, down straight into those Old Sworn. Old Sworn are pretty much breaking. Archers trying to do what they can, but again, they're archers. You needed them earlier on, you know, to clean up, do some damage, and, you know, keep the enemy skirmishers at bay or weaken the enemy infantry early on in the fight. The Lockman player has moved out a unit of Wada Eye over here. They're pretty healthy, 75 out of 80, and they're hidden over there. I think they may go for the archers, but again, if they want to do that, they need to get the other unit to cap out there, use one unit to kill the gen, you know, or just run straight here into the archers. Even if the gen comes in, you'll be able to absolutely destroy so much of that archer unit. So it'll be well worth for you. Over here, yeah, there's this tiny unit of Old Sworn, 9 men there, 14 men there, and they're fighting way too much. I think this is decided, obviously. The attackers have no chance of winning this at this point unless they pull off a miracle. 2,300 men to 1,600 men. Again, this could be winnable just because, as I said, you know, I said they should have used the archers up earlier, but because they have so much of ammo left, they could just, and the defenders have used up pretty much all their ammo, they could just sit back and absolutely skirmish, you know, the defenders down. The defenders do have some ammo, but obviously the attackers have more total archers and they have more ammo, though they did lose a decent amount as well to that first cav charge. But they could try and just shoot their way through it. The only thing is, they don't have the infantry now to protect their archers, you know, both from enemy cav as well as enemy infantry. Like, the defenders at this point could just sally out all their infantry, you know, deal with any opponent infantry left lying around, sally out their cav, including their generals, and, you know, take care of the enemy cav and just run down all their archers. Why do we have a Celtic Noble unit going? Please don't turn this up over here. This is the worst place to move up. Oh, look at this. I didn't even notice this. They have stakes over here. It's done okay, but yeah, you can just sneak a unit around the side there pretty much. But it'll slow them down and make it more annoying, so not bad. They have stakes over there. But if they send this unit up here, this unit of archers, even these Royal Persian archers, they can just shoot them to death. And this is his gen, so I don't know if he wants to do that, or his archers are probably all gonna break. What is their morale at, actually? For now they're fine, 72 morale, but once they start taking damage and they start taking hits, that's gonna go down. Oh, Elite Germanic archers coming up here. I mean, defenders, just get your archers and just pelt them, honestly. Shoot the archers to death, shoot the general to death, or just send up a unit of infantry, honestly, and you'll be fine. There are pikes moving in here. These are the elite Austrogalic pikemen, but yeah, I mean, they're not going to be able to do much. They're just too outnumbered. There's 2 units of pikes, you know. Enemy archer fire coming in. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, the pike unit is down to 50 men already. That was absolutely destructive. Archers just cleaning them up. They didn't even engage them with the immortals, and now the pikes are breaking over there. Same thing's gonna happen to this pike unit. They're either just gonna get shot to death, or they don't even need to waste ammo on this, because they can charge them frontally with one unit, rear charge them with another unit, to charge them from the other side with that. And oh, hold up. There we go. More archers, more, the Wada Eye is coming in. The Wada Eye is coming in. Let's go. Click on this unit. Yikes! 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 Let's see. What did that do? Yep, this archer is down to half health already, and they're gonna break momentarily. They're trying to get all their archers on the wall. The problem is, there's no point doing that. You get your archers up on this wall, just send up these immortals, you know? The problem, yeah, they just have no troops to actually defend the archers. The Wada Eye lost one man, and that's probably to the enemy archer fire, while wiping out that unit of archers. And now they're gonna go for the next one. Oh no, this is painful to see. Caledonian archers by Danilo being wiped out. The general coming in, or is this the Cav? No, this is the general from the Ostrogoths, the Royal Sayonis, coming in to try and stop it. But again, this unit has already paid for itself. It's wiped out one unit of archers, basically a second unit of archers over here. Oh, there we go. Camel Lancers are coming in. Camel Lancers coming in. Oof. Yep, the general is signed to waver. It's pulling out of there. And they're just, oh, they're just wiping through these archers. On the inside, the archers are all in melee. Ah, rip. Rip. No idea why the attackers did what they did. I'm really interested in having one of the attackers hopefully see the video and, you know, leave a comment, especially about why they decided to leave their archers, you know, just out of the fight for so long. At that point, you probably shouldn't have brought archers, just brought more infantry. It would have been more helpful. But yeah, they should have been using the archers much earlier, trying to skirmish down the enemy archers, trying to skirmish down the enemy infantry. But this is pretty much the end for them. Yeah, it's just the Celtic Noble General, the Noble Germanic Horse unit, and, oh well, the General broke actually. And this unit's probably going to break pretty soon as well. Last couple charges coming in, trying to get a few last minute kills. The defenders selling out their immortals to try and finish this Cav off. But I don't think he's going to need it. Over here, the Celtic General as well. Fighting back to back against immortals on one side, Dynamite Warriors on the other side. They are wavering and they're going to break very, very soon. Yep, Ostrogoths are fully gone. 300 men left. I think that's literally just the Celtic nobles plus whatever troops are still over here on the field. The ones that haven't shattered yet. Archers try to shoot them. Oh, there you go. The Sogdian broke. Let's ×2 speed this end. Oh, yeah, there we go. So he broke. What's actually left? Oh. There's archers left. Nah, this archer unit's down to 18 men, yeah. And they're getting shot. So they won't be able to really do much of anything. ×4 speed that, and there we go. We have the end of the replay. Let's end and have a look at the kills for all the players. So starting off with Drunk Billy, that is the Lockman player. Desert Spears didn't do anything, but that's fine. They were just there to hold the line. Kushai Chotalai all got 120 kills, basically. Noble Al Rahin did solid as well. One unit barely did anything, not sure why. Probably got shot or something. Actually, wait. Probably didn't get shot considering the attackers didn't really use their archers. But yeah, the Sana Eye did really good. 250 kills. One doing slightly worse. This unit doing well. All the Kurdish archers did fine. 130 plus kills. Oh, the Wada Eye, 365 kills on them. They were the ones that ran down the archers. Camel Lancers as well, doing decent. Baron von Belgium, the Assassinate player. Immortals all getting about 115 kills. That's solid performance there. Persian Brigade, 40 kills, not 83 kills on this Persian Brigade. That's really, really good, actually. Persian Brigade are super cheap, but honestly, they're really good for just getting outflanked. Because remember, in Attila, all you need to do is get outflanked with a cheap unit, get some charges in, and you're going to do enough damage, to cause some problems for the enemy. Dynamite Warriors, 40 kills, but they're full health. Sogdians, they got wiped out. All the elite Dynamites, 2 of them did okay, 2 of them not so much. Royal Persian Archers did fine, and the Persian Cataphracts got nearly 200 kills, even though they were focused down. For Danilo, let's have a look. Horse Whisperers, nothing really good. 1 unit got 80 kills. Scatter's Teachers did the best for him. 1 unit with 230 kills, 1 with 120. The rest, not really worth it. Again, I'm pretty sure they all got shot to death, which shouldn't have happened. He should have used his elite Highland Archers to try and stop that. Instead, they were all ran down at the end, most of them dying with full ammo. So, as you can see, not many kills from the Archers. The Fianna, a couple units doing good, the rest not so much. Yeah, let's have a look. Thracian Oldsworn. So, yeah, as you can see, 1 unit that obviously fought in melee, nearly 300 kills, nearly 200 there, 130 there. Other units barely have any kills, most likely shot to death. Archers again, 5 kills. I think this is the unit that got charged first. Noble Germanic Horsemen, they tried their best, but they broke pretty much right at the end. Gothic Palatine defectors were pretty much shot to death by the Royal Persians. And the Pikes, the Pikes were just outflanked, outnumbered, and gunned down. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please do drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Konnichiwa.